Good afternoon. I just like to thank each and one of you for joining me in this discussion. I just want to talk to you um, about fatherhood. I want to talk to you about being a better man. You know, it's difficult to raise a child in an environment where there's a lot of violence, um, drugs, and you know a lot of poverty. Low income neighborhoods because you lack the resources in which you need in order to provide for your child because there's a lot of I won't say competition, but there's a lot of things that kids other kids may have that your child may want, and with all of that uh, being part of the equation can cause a child to want what the other child has or feel less fortunate, and it's kind of difficult. It puts a lot of pressure on a parent because this child wants what someone else has, and then you're trying to keep up with the norm or the trend or whatever's popping, as they would say. And me being a older man, 60 years old, it makes it even more difficult because I grew up in a different era and where there was no cell phones, there was no PS5s, there was no social media. So, we learned to do things pretty much, on our own. I grew up with um, six siblings on my father's side, and I grew up with five siblings on my mother's side. So I know what it's like to have to share, or know what it's like to have to just accommodate. In today's society, it's very difficult to accommodate because kids, that's mine, don't touch my stuff, or this is your side of the room, this is my side of the room, whereas we were used to sharing, space with each other, and that's what made life a lot better. I just want to uh, thank you all for allowing me the opportunity to speak to you, more or less than just speaking to you, but speak to the kids of today's society where they're growing up to be spoiled brats, and they have the attitudes of someone who is um, rebellious, defiant, and can be somewhat rude, and also can be disrespectful. Me growing up, with the parents who, I wouldn't say they were strict, they were just disciplinary people who demand respect from adults. And that's something that we are lacking in today's society when it comes to our youth. Our youth are very disrespectful. They're very vocal. Um, just using as an example, my daughter, she's 12 years old, and I can tell her to, just be quiet, let me say what it is